it was yesterday I made the video, by the way. The experiment video. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to play the same, well, more or less bits and pieces of the same type of thing at 100 beats per minute. A lot of guys will be like, oh, that's anathema, or whatever that word is how it's pronounced. But what I'll do is, I mean, if it's easier for people just to, you know, let's just say it's at 100 beats per minute, okay? I think that would be, for some people, maybe helpful. But again, this is what I hear going on. So, it's 100 beats per minute. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and 4 and a let's eat a cookie and the okay? So, 4 dum ba dum ba da da dum bum. Bum ba da ba da da bum bum, but you can also have da ba da ba da ba da dum bum bum ba da ba da bum 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 ba da ba da bum 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 bum. Okay, 1 and 2. I'm hearing. Remember, in the other video, there's no click track at all. That's just me, hopefully keeping it somewhat together. So I'll do a little more here, maybe another intro. Remember, this is what I think we should jam out to. If anyone wants to put anything on there, make a video of it. Even, hey, here's Terry Keating. He's some old middle-aged guy out of the Midwest. Listen to him putting a song that says, Terry is an overweight Nazi girl. All right, here we go. 1 and a 2 and a 3. 2 and a 3. Oh yeah, that's going to do too. Wait, 2 and a 3. Let's what I got going on in my head. One and a 2 and a so that's 100 beats per minute, okay? But maybe a little more stock beat. Maybe one that's not so like, whoops, maybe one that's just like a beat. I mean, without all the semi-fancy stuff. 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a. Oh shit! Hang on. 1 and a 2 and a. This will match more of the ba ba da ba da da ba bum ba, right? The 1 and a 2 and a 3. How would that end up? That'll do it. Anyway, but that's what we'll do. We'll try that beat. Hang on, eat skill. Get it. Somebody else make a video just like this and do that. All right. So remember, 100 beats per minute in this version. 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3. Or what would be a good beginning? Here's another beginning. Sorry, this is going on. 1 and a 2 and a 3. That could be clean. Trying to be clever. 2 and a 3. 1 and a 2 and 2 of those I think was good. But anyway, you know, check this out. So that's just on a click. I hope this isn't old. But it's one of those things where a lot of people kind of have expressed some interest in this. But maybe for some of those folks, I'm not, you know, I'm not really a fan of playing to a click track because I think in the nature of a song, well, it depends on the type of song, I suppose. But especially Zeppelin and older rock, where I mean, it was really like an orchestra. It was orchestral. I mean, I normally, when I practice stuff to a metronome, I am out of breath. But anyway, I just thought I'd put the thing I was talking about yesterday onto a grid, or at least onto 100 beats per minute, if it's just easier for some folks to pop the stuff into their DAW. Check this out. I haven't just noticed this. I've kind of noticed it for a while. This is actually my, well, you know what? This is actually my snare drum skin. And it looks more and more. It's just almost, check that out. Just let me know what you see in that picture. Leave that there for a minute. See that? Well, I just think that's kind of cool. I mean, I see sort of like, you know, well, to me it kind of looks like Christ on the cross. That's on my snare drum, so hopefully that's a blessing. But apparently what this is, you know when you play the drum and you get dirt, and it usually looks just like what you see in the upper left-hand corner, the upper right, but for whatever reason, this line came this way, and this line comes this way, and there's also another like line here, you know what I mean? I consider this kind of like Christ's face, his arms. You know, he'd be hanging down here, I suppose. It just, to me, it totally looks like that, doesn't it? I mean, I'm just laughing because, you know, it would just be my luck to, you know, I don't know. So, anyway, that's kind of cool looking, man. I just thought I'd get a picture of that. Anyway, I hope these files are somewhat useful. If you can, make something with that music. This is the groove I hear. Ba ba da ba da ba dum boom blah ba ba da ba da boom 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 blah ba ba blah ba da ba da. I mean, it's a standard sort of canned thing, but I think it could sound really good. Get a bass guitar, maybe a little guitar, maybe some keys or whatever you want to do with it. But I think it would sound beefy. But this way, I could kind of get like everyone's different takes on. Even if you want to put anything else on there, I don't give a crap. What you do is take the video or the audio, right? You don't have to use my face in it, but use the audio. And just put whatever music over the top and take little snippets. Like, oh, I like that 2 bars a beat. And just see what people can come up with. It might sound kind of coolio. So anyway, have a good weekend. Easter's coming up. Easter's coming up, man. Well, I don't mean to be disrespectful by saying this, but it is sort of uncanny how that looks. Anyway, thank you. And more Zeppelin videos coming on the way, but I also want to do some other stuff too. Plus, I'm putting a band together, so which would be great. Hopefully, people will seem to dig that. Have a good weekend. Thank you so much I have 8,500 subscribers, which is awesome. Like 2.5 million views on all my stuff, which is great. So, it's a lot of fun. So, I won't stop saying anyway or other my things that I say all the time because that's just what I do. So, have a good weekend. Sorry, this camera needs to be... There we go. Have a good weekend. I'm glad you're my fans. And whoever else is watching this, it's great. More videos coming up soon. I will have a small haircut by then. Here we go.